Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Alex with Casanova Garage. This is my build right here, 2019 SEMA Mustang. Well, it may not look like it, but it once was. We're in the process of completely bringing this car back to life and making it show ready once again. So if you guys are new here, please make sure to go down and subscribe. And if this is the first video you guys are seeing, make sure to check out the other parts. This is part 3 of the rebuild series. This is gonna be a deep clean video. I went ahead and got a steamer and I got a few different brushes to try and get a lot of this grime out of here. A lot of this stuff has been caked on just from sitting and it's pretty baked in there. We're gonna go ahead with a few of the brushes, try and get in there, try and get everything loose, and then just hopefully it's able to clean up nicely. But that's gonna be the goal for today's video, is get this interior clean again. Just for reference, this is kind of how we're looking right now with everything that's been kind of sitting over time. The dash I'm not too worried about. We're gonna try to hit that with the steamer. And as far as the rest of the interior, I mean, it's really just agitating everything and seeing exactly how clean we can get this body looking. So, change of plans. We're gonna have to take a different course of action for the interior of this Mustang. We're gonna have to take down our little rig that we made up with all the harnesses holding it up because, well, the dash is gonna have to come out of the Mustang. The dampening that it has behind it, it's almost as if it's like so soaked from how long it's been that it is starting to stink. Even touching it, it's all crusty and it's just not it. So the dash has to come out in order for us to either replace that or take it out. If we take it out, obviously it's gonna be a lot louder in the inside of this car because all that dampening isn't gonna be there. The roof for sure is gonna have to go because I don't know how well you guys can see the big old lump that it has in the center. It's all cracked right there. It's all rusted in between. We're gonna go ahead, get a start on removing this dash. And I've never done it before, so there's gonna be a learning curve for both of us. I might go to YouTube University real quick, but yeah, right there you guys can see just how crusty and rusted it is back there. So we're gonna get a better view at the damage that we're dealing with behind this dash right now once it is removed. Look what I just found. We got a pair of my glasses in here. 80/80 glasses. And we got some coins. A win is a win. Well, look what we found here. After getting the dash completely torn apart, I found that Mr. Man did cut one of the harnesses. Look at that. Wow. So this cable runs to this connector right here, connected to the brake pedal, which also connects up and around to the gas pedal. Look at that. Thankfully, the harness does end right here inside the car. So it's these two connectors going to the brake pedal, going to the gas pedal, and it no longer runs into the car. So the harness inside the car is still good, but now that just means I gotta trace the harness up and around to the engine bay, which leads to that small harness right there wrapped in heat wrap. Let's see if I can get you guys a better picture. There it is. So you see that harness right there wrapped in that silver heat wrap? That's what we gotta get to. So it runs under the air box, so we gotta remove that and then see exactly how long of a harness that is. If it's not too long, then we'll save ourselves. But if it runs to more of the car, that's where it might be an issue. just like we keep finding surprises, guys. So now that we know that the harness under the airbox is that harness that got cut, since it's only in this area, I think what I'm gonna try to do is just go to a yard, try to cut a little more of the harness so we have more room to play, and try to splice it together, guys. Let me know if that's a good idea or not, because it only ends right here and we're not splicing it all the way back here. It's literally just maybe from here where we can make a clean cut on all sides. Same thing with this. I believe this part right here ties into this. I'm just not 100% sure yet. So once we start splicing the two main cables together, if we have a few cables left over and they match this colorway, then we know that's what it's for and it was all tied together. But that's more of a close-up of how everything is looking. Up here in the engine bay, well, we did have a small rat problem. So we got to remove some of this stuff, clean it out really good. Thankfully, none of the cables or nothing were chewed up under there. There was just a small nest. But now with the hood off, you guys can really see a little more of how this car is looking, and well, how much work is gonna have to be done to get this car back to what it once was. Well, I think that's where we're gonna call it wraps for this video. We actually got quite a lot done on the interior of the Mustang. We were able to get it completely stripped out, and well, we did find some surprises with the harnesses being cut. But honestly, the worst part isn't even having to buy a new harness or do the work to splice these cables back together and hopefully everything works. I think the worst part is knowing how miserable you have to be in order to do this to someone that you once called family, someone that you once said you loved, and this is the outcome. So who knows if he's watching this video, but if he is, he knows what he did. And these videos are gonna prove that no matter how low you try to go, we will always come out on top. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys once again. Again, if this is your guys' first few videos watching, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe to follow along for this entire rebuild process of the SEMA Mustang. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. It's Alex with Casanova Garage. Peace.